Hey witches, this is Hekterios and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be the Dark Moon tarot reading and energy forecast and Hekterios for January the 26th through the 27th, 2017. I'm just lighting up an incense, y'all. I feel really great about this dark moon in particular. I made a post on Facebook pretty much about the energy that I feel heading into this dark moon is I can feel Hecate's energy building up. In particular, it seems like I can feel it specifically moving through the Earth's energy fields and ley lines and that type of thing. And I could feel a resurgence in magic itself growing stronger again as she returns. Okay. So hang on a second. I'm opening the app, my astrology app. Okay. So, let's see if I can get this to focus. There we go. So what we see is that on this dark moon, the moon and the sun will be located in Capricorn. And so this brings the energy of very strong manifestation. Pretty much. Capricorn is an earth sign. And its energy is very closely tied in with manifestation, with money. It kind of brings stabilizing energy into the manifestation process itself. So this is like the final stage of manifesting. Meaning like things manifest and then they become stabilized and secure and long-lasting and permanent type. Okay? This also helps with the energy of pretty much self-mastery and responsibility as well. And really just overall it helps with, well, some key things are like it helps with career and jobs, that kind of mastery as well. It's very powerful for money, okay? So, just kind of want to give y'all a look at where the other planets are. So what we can expect is a balancing between the inner and the outer on this dark moon. The sun is our ego, our presentation to others, our relationships to others. And the moon is our inner spiritual self, our emotions. And these will become balanced when it comes to our finances, our jobs and careers, our material wealth and security. Okay? So this is a great energy. This is your abundance. This is your prosperity. So it's not just about money, but it's more just about your entire material life, your material world that you're living in, okay? You're going to see that balanced out this dark moon. At least the beginning of that. If not completely, okay? So, right off the bat, I'm going to say do prosperity rituals. Do rituals of, you know, your wealth, your security, of your home and job and career. This is a very fertile time of planting the seeds of prosperity. And, you know, money management. On the mundane side, you might just want to set your budgets or change banks or something like that. Just that type of thing. Maybe change career, get a new job, get promotions, do spells for promotions, all of that type of stuff. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna be right back with the tarot part of the reading. Okay, y'all. So I forgot to mention that this full moon is called the full bone moon. I'm sure I'm going to put that in the title of the video, though. And the bones, okay? Think about the skeleton. And what that is, it is the inner core structure, the most permanent structure part of a body. So think about that energy, and it's like the foundation of life. I know there's insects with exoskeletons and stuff like that, but just for the sake of what I'm saying in this video, understand like of the human body and mammals and things like that. The skeleton and the bones are really like a foundation of life. So think of that type of energy when we're talking about this dark moon. What is the foundations of your life? You know, if your root chakra energy isn't taken care of, nothing else can flourish. So this is like your survival, this is your home life, this is your finances, all of that type of energy, pretty much the most mundane aspects of your life need to be covered before anything else can be thriving, okay? So, that's the energy that's being brought into balance on this dark moon. Okay. What does that mean for witches? In the aspect of, you know, with goddess Hekate returning to this realm. This is representing goddess Hekate raising up through the second, starting to raise up through the second gate, meaning, or from the underworld, meaning that she's entering into building up the power of her second chakra. So she's already built up the power of her root chakra that has been brought to a completion. And the last full moon, now into this dark moon, that's being moved past, okay, into her sacral chakra. So y'all can look into those energies and what that represents, which that will culminate on the next full moon as far as her building up her sacral chakra energies. So this is like the completion of her first phase of entering back into our realm. And what that means for witches is a basically revitalization of the source of our magic. So take the time to do some healing this dark moon. Not necessarily healing as far as your health, like from sickness, but I mean healing in some of these areas of your life that are the foundation of your life. Your finances, your home, your security, your stability, your job, all of that type of stuff, or whatever parts of that has been afflicted or weakened. Take time this dark moon to build up strength there, because there is an opportunity to do so. Okay. I'm sorry, I just had to add all that because it was just coming to me right now. Now I align myself with the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. Please communicate the truth to me through these cards so that I may be guided for the highest good of all. Thank you, and so mote it be. Please give us your divine guidance for this dark moon, so that we may use the energies for our highest good, greatest success, and joy. Thank you, and so mote it be. It's kind of making my nose agitated. Okay. So the first card that we have is the Seven of Wands. So you want to take this energy, this is the time to make your move, okay? This is the time to go for what you want. Act on your passions and your desires. We are, finally, if it seems like, I want to say finally, being supported by the universal energies, by Goddess Hekate, as she's returning to this realm. That support can come through more fully. So now is the time we are being backed up by the energies of magic, by the universal soul that is Goddess Hekate. And it is time to make your moves. It is time to go for what you want. This is time to be courageous and hopeful. And ambitious, okay? Tap the power that's available and go forward with it. The next card that we have is the Two of Wands, and this card's about making sure that you plan well and properly. So once again, this is like laying the foundations. This is drawing the blueprint, drawing the skeleton of your plans and what you're trying to build, what you're working towards, what are your goals. This is laying that initial structure, building the frame of the house, okay? So not only do you need to know what your goals are, and now is the time to act towards them, this is also building that skeleton of your future goals and your future life. You need to plan well and prepare. That's the first key to success. Usually with this card, I say like there's an energy of, you know, a little bit of advice in this card of go over your plans with other people that you trust, who you know truly support you. Go over your plans with others. I'm not necessarily feeling that it's even giving that advice this time. Just go forward. With the crossing card, the Ace of Swords. So this is coming up. The crossing card represents something that could be an obstacle or could block your way. The Ace of Swords is the card of choice, determination, determining things, determining your will. It's the card of choice and willpower. Willpower applied to choice. So this coming up in the crossing position, don't be indecisive. That's the only thing that can block you now. If you're indecisive and thus your energy scattered because you're in a contemplative state only and you're not determining a specific goal or target to be directed towards, that's the only thing that can block you right now. So don't let that block you. Don't let that hinder you. Make a determined choice. Build that skeleton, that foundation. And don't be afraid to also plan as you go and come to more stronger conclusions as you go. It's better to start now building the base core of what you know you're gonna need. No matter what you do, than to not start at all and wait longer, okay? This also does give a warning. Make sure, since it's coming up in the crossing position, I'm going to go ahead and give the warning that comes with this card. Use your word and your power, your mental power properly. Don't curse yourself. Don't, through negative self-talk, you can actually curse yourself. So make sure you don't do that as well. Like saying, oh, I can't do this, or I can't do that. That type of thing. Beneath us is the Queen of Coins. So what's critical right now is that you need to look at your good fortune, your finances, your wealth, and your health. Okay? Your health and well-being is once again not just about your physical body as far as being sick or something like that. Your health and well-being is in general your entire life. Certain parts of your life can be unhealthy. It's not just your body that's healthy or sick. Okay, you need to look at any of the areas at your life that have grown weak. Your finances, your career, whatever it is, because this is a coins card. It could be your body too, but any area of your life that has grown weak or unhealthy needs to be really looked at and apply healing to it. Do what you can to start to make it better. I think that this can mean, for a lot of us, cleansing your home. Okay. In the past is the Sun card. So with this energy, I feel like it's coming up as a reminder of when you were your best self in the past, when you were your strongest self in the past, when you had your foundation covered and you were thriving and you were able to focus on other things, other people, and the world at large, your spiritual path, your growth, your ascension, your empowerment on more higher levels than just the physical aspect. Draw strength from that time. Recall that mindset that you have and how you did things, your processes. Remember that and use what applies now. Because now is the time. We have the Seven of Wands as the first card. Now is the time to act. Crowning us is the Ace of Coins. This is a beautiful, high energy card. New beginnings in wealth, finances, health, material world, mundane world, well-being. Embrace the new beginning. That's the when this card comes up as the crowning position, its advice is embrace the new beginning, the new energy that's there. It is time. Embrace it. This is a rebirth on the material level. This is the rebirth of the goddess Hekate. And it's the rebuilding after the destruction. Rebuilding something even new and even better than what was destroyed or lost. In the future position, we have the Nine of Cups. So the wish card's coming up again. In the future position, this is telling me that what you desire, what you wish for, is very valid and has a high chance of manifesting. It probably most likely will, since this is coming up in the future position. You can manifest what you desire and what you want and what you hope for. But wishing isn't enough. You have to also take action towards manifesting that, of course. But if you do that with faith, with diligence, with ambition, with drive, with determined action and choices, you will be able to accomplish and attain your wishes and your desires. We are all powerful creators. I was actually getting some messages from Goddess Hekate this morning when I was laying in bed when I first woke up, and as she so often communicates to me during that time when I first wake up, and yet I'm still laying in bed, I get psychic communications from her, and one of the things that she was telling me was about being a creator. And I actually visualized this exact card from my deck with the canvas being painted right here. It doesn't matter what has been destroyed. Things happen in life. What matters is you and your power to create. Do you know how special that is? That you can create things And when you really apply that ability and power consciously, I mean, this is an amazing, miraculous thing. Understand how special that is and how powerful you are. When you apply that power, you know, to creating a better life for yourself and others, okay? You can do it. And the persona position is the Seven of Cups. So this is talking about looking at all the opportunities that surround you. There's opportunities everywhere. Even in the most worst situation, there is an opportunity there. Believe me, there's an opportunity for wisdom gained, experience. And that's just in the worst the worst situation. Okay? In any situation that you're facing, there is opportunities. A lot of times when things are destroyed, there's opportunities for new things to be born and created out of that situation and circumstance and experience. And a lot of times what can be created out of that is something much more better. So look at the opportunities that surround you. Take advantage of as many as you can during this time. It's very important to do so. And let others know that you are open to the opportunities. Let the universe know that you are receptive to all of the opportunities being presented to you. The more that you are receptive to opportunities, sorry about that. Okay, the more that you are receptive to opportunities that are presented to you, the more that the universe will be aware of that and will provide more opportunities to you. Okay, for the same thing. Comes down to the law of attraction. So when we have the warning card or the crossing card warning, which was the Ace of Swords, it's basically about the law of attraction, okay? If you think negatively about things, if you only think about the things that you don't like or that you don't want or that's lacking, you're going to attract more of that. If you are thankful for the good opportunities that you get and you're open to receiving that, then that's the type of energy that will be attracted to you, okay? So embrace the new opportunities. Embrace as many as you can and allow that to attract more to you. Because there is a lot of opportunities and chances for success around you. How others see us is the Nine of Wands. Now this card is about, you're being seen as very driven, ambitious, having a lot of willpower, going after your goals, a drive towards success and attainment. Other people see you as an inspiration, a messenger of ideas. Some maybe even see you as a romantic interest. Some people may want to travel to you, to meet you, or have you travel to them and meet with them. This is about a lot of emails and phone calls coming in. Just communication in all forms. The Eight of Wands is just a card of high energy, high movement in social spheres. So, people see that you're surrounded by this very dynamic energy of a lot of social activity, and that actually draws and attracts more of the same kind. So if your success is dependent on networking with other people, then, you know, this is once again the law of attraction, and where we have the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Wands coming together. You're surrounded by all these opportunities. The more that you accept, the more that other people see that you're surrounded with, and the more that it draws more people to you, okay, and to interact with you. So, you know, that's always good, and it seems like those cards are lined up. Now, when we have in the goals and positions, or the hopes and fears, when we have in the goals, hopes, and fears position is the Three of Swords. This is basically having fears of betrayal, separation, and loss, disaster. What I'm getting with this is, don't let your fears cripple you. Don't let your fears of disaster or failure cripple you from even trying at all. However, honor your intuition when it comes to people. If you feel like someone has the potential to betray you, or if you just, for some reason, the vibes aren't right and you just don't trust somebody, then, you know, honor that feeling, honor that instinct and intuition, and just walk away from it. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to be confrontational with that person. And you don't have to allow yourself to be victimized. Just walk away and go with what feels right to you. Okay? Honor that, because your intuition is an amazing guide through life. Now, don't be paranoid and fearful of everything. I would say, I guess with this card, is learn to spot the difference between fears of failure versus, you know, an actual intuition that the vibes are not right with another person or situation, okay? Learn to discern the difference between that if you don't already know, and honor the intuitions and get over the fears, okay? And for the final card, the Strength card. This is a beautiful ending. This is things coming into balance. This is the balance between the spirit and the ego identity. So when our root chakra needs are not met, when our survival is not taken care of to such a degree that we can think about the spirit, we are a lot of times dragged into the ego identity of just trying to survive, you know, the hardships of life. And that brings our spirit out of balance with our ego. So it seems like, you know, this entire reading is saying this is the rebalancing of the spirit and the ego. This is the return of the goddess Hekate into this realm, the world soul, which alleviates a lot of the root chakra base issues, and it heals a lot of the foundational issues that need to be addressed in our individual lives and in the world at large, okay? So the Strength card is also, I want to mention, is also about overcoming challenges and worldly struggles, as well as internal ego struggles, through the power of love and spirit, through the divine feminine, through nurturing, through healing, okay? This is the power of love conquers all. Not battling, not confrontation. That just perpetuates more war. more pain, more sorrow, more sadness. It is love and spirit, nurturing, acceptance and nurturing that heals truly and fixes things. So as we go forward with this dark moon, I feel like the energies are saying embrace all the positive changes that are on the horizon. Let go of the past with grace. The past no longer exists, so you're actually delusional if you're holding on to it. All that exists is the present moment and what you're doing with it, okay? So focus on that and be the creator of your future destiny. Use the resurgence of Hecate's energy, this dark moon, and channel that into creating what you want. Healing and bringing balance to what has been hindered and harmed. So that's how I'm going to end this reading. Seems great. And as always, it's always aligned with the same astrology and Hecate's guidance. So use the energy of this dark moon to your greatest success and joy and your highest good, of course. And focus on rituals surrounding these issues. Focus on spell work and meditations surrounding these issues. Open yourself to the healing and empowerment that is available. And then act upon that energy in your physical life where it is needed, okay? And if you take that guidance, if you take that advice, you will see much success and, you know, things just working out. Synchronicities that will align with what you're doing, okay? So I hope this reading helps you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and commenting, all of the support and love. I love all of you. And I hope that you have a great dark moon and really enjoy it. And stay tuned for the upcoming videos, okay? Out to the witches and blessed be.